Every autumn, tens of thousands of international students pack up their lives and descend on Ireland for the start of the academic year. This map breaks down exactly what that looks like for 2024 and 2025. You have almost 45,000 non-Irish students entering higher education, a 10.2% increase from the year before. They all have to filter through three main international gateways: Dublin, Cork, and Shannon. Faced with booking their flights, the vast majority of these students simply type Ireland into a search engine and accept the default route into the capital. Locking in an airport based strictly on flight search defaults creates a chain reaction. A mismatched arrival point drains your budget on day one, adds hours of transit with heavy luggage, and complicates your mandatory immigration setup. That blind booking process usually leads to one of two distinct traps. The first is the Dublin default. A student flying to a regional campus lands in Dublin, clears customs, and then immediately drags two massive suitcases onto a crowded intercity bus for a 3-hour cross-country drive. The second trap is the hacked connection. A student sees a cheap fare to a regional airport, books the legs on two entirely separate tickets, and suddenly finds themselves stranded at a layover hub because they lack the specific transit visa required to legally recheck their bags. To bypass both of these extremes, you need to calculate your true arrival cost. Instead of hunting for the absolute lowest base airfare, you have to add up the flight, the specific intercity ground transport, and the total transit time required to get you straight to your campus gates. Looking at Terminal 2, you can see the sheer scale of Dublin Airport. It handles over 36 million passengers a year and hosts 49 airlines flying to 203 destinations. The primary advantage here is global access. Dublin is the only airport in Ireland that maintains direct long-haul routes. If you are flying from India, China, or South America, you can often reach Dublin without the risk of missing a connecting flight. This photo illustrates the immediate trade-off. Because nearly everyone routes through Dublin, the non-EU immigration lines average 24 minutes and frequently spike past 45 minutes during the heavy student arrival months of July, August, and December. After you clear that line, you face the ground commute. If you are attending a university outside the East Coast, you will spend roughly €20 and about 3 hours on a coach to reach cities like Cork, Limerick, or Galway. Dublin works well if your final destination is Trinity College, UCD, or DCU. For anyone heading west or south, it guarantees an exhausting first day. If you are heading south to the Munster region, Cork Airport offers a completely different experience. For students attending University College Cork, Munster Technological University, or Cork Institute of Technology, Cork Airport cuts out the cross-country commute. You can walk out of the terminal, step onto bus 226, and be in the city center in 20 minutes for €2.80. Alternatively, a taxi straight to campus runs between 17 and €25. The limitation is its geographic reach. Cork operates 0 direct long-haul flights. Its 8 airlines fly strictly within the EU and the Middle East, meaning non-European students must connect through a hub like London, Frankfurt, or Amsterdam. Cork delivers efficient door-to-door speed for Southern students, provided you can secure a reliable, single-ticket layover to get there. On the West Coast, Shannon Airport operates as a specialized gateway, heavily catering to the University of Limerick and Mary Immaculate College. For the 2026 academic year, Shannon has expanded its schedule significantly. It is particularly effective for North American arrivals, offering over 350,000 transatlantic seats with direct flights from Boston, New York, Newark, and Chicago. Ground transport is built to match. You can catch a direct J.J. Kavanagh coach from New Arrivals Hall and step off at the University of Limerick campus 40 minutes later. If you are a North American student bound for Limerick, flying straight into Shannon eliminates hours of driving and bypasses the larger immigration queues on the East Coast. This graphic breaks down the financial trap of split ticketing. Priya, an incoming nutrition student, booked 2 separate tickets from Delhi to London and then London to Cork. She saved €180 up front, but ended up spending nearly €300 in emergency expenses. Because her flights were on separate tickets, the airline could not transfer her luggage. She had to formally enter the UK to collect and recheck her bags. Holding only a transit visa, she was caught in an immigration bottleneck, missed her connection, and had to pay for a hotel and a rebooked flight. Your arrival airport also dictates your first major administrative task, securing your Irish Residence Permit, or IRP, which requires a mandatory €300 fee. If you arrive in Dublin, you are forced to compete for an appointment at the Burgh Key office through a congested online portal. Arriving in Cork or Shannon allows you to process your IRP locally at a regional Garda station with less friction. Attempting to outsmart the routing system with complex multi-ticket layovers frequently generates more stress and paperwork than simply paying the premium for a clean, single-ticket route. This flowchart maps out a standard routing logic based on your campus location. If you are attending a university in Dublin or any university outside the South and West, your most direct path is usually Dublin Airport. If you are flying from North America heading to Limerick, look first at direct transatlantic flights into Shannon. If you are a long-haul student heading to Munster or Limerick, apply the true cost formula. Compare the price of a single-ticket layover straight to Cork or Shannon against the price of landing in Dublin, plus the cost and 3-hour transit of the cross-country bus. Avoid booking a regional connection on separate tickets unless you already hold the specific visa required to clear immigration in your layover country. The true cost of arrival is measured in transit time, border complexity, and local ground transport, not just the base airfare. Once you leave the terminal, a sequence of administrative deadlines begins immediately. On day 1, you must confirm your housing arrangements and secure a prepaid Irish SIM card to guarantee local connectivity. Within your first 48 hours, you have to register with your university's international office, submit your application for a PPS number, and open a local student bank account. By the end of week 1, you must register with a local doctor, secure your student LEAP card for transit discounts, and immediately initiate your IRP appointment booking. Nailing your arrival logistics preserves your budget and sets you up to handle these administrative hurdles without starting your semester exhausted. Plan your route accurately and focus on the education ahead.